Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Here we go. Let's get into your message. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything will resonate here today. Take what does, leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself, and leave the rest. The overall energy right now for this read is taking action on your healing. It's about self-worth. Yeah. Self-worth is showing yourself, being vulnerable. Healing. I'm hearing healing even if you're the healer. Yeah, really deep healing, needing the healing. Here we go. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Karma. Catching up. Eight of Wands. Moving quickly, this karma. One moment, please. Thank you for your patience through the pause. Yeah, this is relinquish control. This is understanding life is a series of ups and downs. This is a downtime. Yeah, this is a healing time, needing healing. Yeah, this is a downtime so that you can heal. Yeah, healing is all over this read. Two of Cups. Healing relationships, healing the soul. What is the soul's truth? Five of Swords is out here, and the Moon is in the reverse. There's something here about not appreciating your relationships or being in competitive relationships that aren't serving you. Being too competitive with others, let others have their due. Being more inclusive, being more cooperative is causing some of this downtime for you. It's also affecting your health, okay? Soul's truth. What is your soul's truth? You know, are you overcompensating in some way, or someone you know, by being overly competitive? If you give that person their due, and you relax and are comfortable in your own skin and what you produce, so you're not so competitive, does that help your health? Does that help you to heal something that you're trying to overcome or overcompensate for? Let's keep going. Yeah, this is a message too of get grounded, get anchored in the knowing that there is some healing that needs to be done here. Seven of Swords. What are the illusions you're keeping going about self? Soul's work, soul's truth. Remember, that keeps coming up. Be vulnerable. Vulnerability, self-worth, showing yourself. What illusions do you keep going that have nothing to do with you, but you maybe step out in the world with that illusion and try and get others to believe it too? Nine of Swords. Yeah, something is starting to crack here. The strategy is not working, and it's because it's not authentic. Now, this doesn't have to be you. This could be somebody you know. But if it is you, you know, I feel like Spirit is trying to reach deep inside to talk to you here. Because this is the path to healing. And this rat race, this wheel that you're on to keep some sort of image alive is just hurting you physically and mentally. Because it's not authentically you. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's something about overgiving here, or appearing a certain way where you can give more than others, or you've done more than others, or you've been more successful than others. But it leaves you very empty. There is an element here of not being authentic, being a role you're playing, okay? And Spirit says you deserve more. Be vulnerable with who you are, the soul's truth. Show yourself, your true self. Five of Pentacles. Going down this road, again, for you or somebody else, is just going to lead to, I think what's starting to crack this plan, this foundation you've built on of sand, you've built the foundation on sand. What's starting to crack this or crumble this is just a feeling of, I am unfulfilled in this role. It's a role that you or someone else is playing. And there needs to be healing here. Yeah, you're starting to see this. This leads nowhere. This leads to more unfulfillment. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. A feeling of being left out. And maybe that's why you created this role, or like I said, if I'm talking about somebody you know, why they created this role is to feel more involved in some way. But the message here is really look at self and see if that's really you. Do you really want to be chasing after something that's not you? If you're chasing after an image, does that make you be happier? And I'm seeing in the cards it doesn't, but over time you've determined this, that it actually doesn't make you happy. You haven't missed out. It's a matter of stepping forward, being vulnerable, being self, be authentically you. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, things weren't moving fast enough for you. You felt like you were being left out. And you created some sort of persona here. It started out being exciting, but over time you've seen this has been a drain, and this isn't me. This isn't me anyway. What else do we have here? Yeah, you've got angels surrounding you now as you step into this healing and this vulnerability and this showing thy true self. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Because this isn't working, I feel like you're pulling back anyway. You're pulling back your energy. You're pulling back your emotions. You're pulling away from people. Because, yeah, it's not a good fit. It's not you. You're not happy here. Also, I'm being reminded to mention it is affecting your health. That's a very important point. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is a going from juggling a lot of illusions about yourself and keeping it all going and keeping all the balls in the air about something that's an illusion about how you're showing up versus getting very clear on what's healthy for you mentally, physically, spiritually, and showing up in that manner. What else do we have? Healing needs to take place. That was the first message. Very strong message. Four of Swords, sideways. Five of Wands, sideways. 4, 5. Yeah. It's an energy of rest, or let this just run you ragged. Let the illusions that you keep wanting to put out there or somebody else run you ragged. And then your health is really at stake. Now you're seeing it, but this is like where you're dealing with some serious problems. It's gone on for too long. And it's a matter of grounding yourself and not getting caught up in that chaos and being everybody's everything and being so many different things, but what is authentically you. And that you have the ultimate control over that. You can step out tomorrow. You can step out in the next minute. Authentically you. Watch this affect your health in a good way when you do. How to get there, Spirit? Advice? Strength. You've got the strength here. Don't worry about, Spirit's with you. We mentioned the angel energy. You've got the strength. Just be yourself. Yeah, and even something down to a certain hairstyle is more acceptable, but it's not your hair. You can keep working it 2-3 hours a day so it looks like the acceptable look. Spirit's saying forget what's acceptable. Do you. Let your hair do the essence of the hair. Let it come out. Stop spending valuable time being something that isn't of your essence, isn't parts of you and that essence. Knight of Wands. Yeah, and you're going to find a bold energy envelops you. This will help with your health. This will help with your energy levels when you step out there just as you. Whatever's unique to you that you want to tap down or change or edit or tweak, or in the example of the hair, spend 2 or 3 hours on your hair. When your hair is not that texture, it's not that style, you could be spending 2 or 3 hours doing something much more enjoyable and productive. You watch when that time frees up, because you're just your natural essence. Your hair is its natural essence. You free up your time, you free up your worry, you free up your energy, you free up, you're free. And that's going to bring in a new side of you that's quite bold. Embracing your uniqueness. What makes you different? Embrace it. Don't tamp it down. Don't change it. Watch your health improve here too. The Hermit and the Hierophant. Yeah. A message directly from your guides. Intimate message direct to you here about gaining this enlightenment. And it is something about let yourself be freely you. No more being in the dark on this. This requires enlightenment on your part, and it's because of health issues, that are around the corner if you don't do this, or that you're already starting to see. Yeah, and I feel like in some ways it's tempting to be a certain way that everybody else is, or that's, considered the norm. But one moment, please. Thanks for your patience through the pause. Yeah, enlightenment here, and then all of a sudden we get blasted by the light, by the natural sunlight. Yeah, just be natural. Be your natural self. There's a temptation to go along with what everybody else is doing or look a certain way that, quote unquote, everybody else is looking like. And there's also a temptation to say, I need a new beginning here. And it's going to be all about freeing myself up from the what I should be and just be me. So a couple of temptations going on there. But through the darkness, see the light. Become enlightened on authentic essence, authentic self, and showing up as that. What else do we have here? Cat-like energy. Very independent. Very successful, independent. Enjoying your independence. Yeah. No codependency here on being a certain way. Be very independent in your style and who you are. Embrace who you are. Showing up authentic. 9 of Cups. Yeah. This will also affect a lot of your wishes, dreams, wishes granted here. Maybe you've always wanted to just say, I don't want to be like everyone else. I want to embrace me and show up as me. But do I have the strength? Spirit says, of course you do. Of course you have the strength. The strength card comes out here. And also reminds you, you have the backing too. You have the spiritual backing behind you too. So lean in on that when you need it. To not show up your true self is to shortchange yourself the abundance that really wants to be getting to you. There's some feminine healing here too. That doesn't, that's everybody's feminine side. So that applies to everybody. But a vulnerability here, vulnerability. There we go. Yeah, your soul's truth. Show yourself. Show yourself. That's what I'm going to title this. There's a lot of abundance that comes with showing your true, authentic self. for all of us. That means investing in yourself, making peace with the uniqueness that maybe you've struggled with. Make peace with it. Don't get in your own way here. Yeah, true happiness. Okay, let's grab a charm for our collective. And we've got the kitty cat. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. The independent energy, the independent nature. Very, very successful here, but being okay, just being you, being independent, being uniquely, independently you. I love it. Yeah, with a lot of pizzazz here. This cat has a lot of pizzazz. I believe it's wearing a bow or bow tie or scarf. Vavoom would be like a king or queen of wands energy on this cat. Beautiful, and beautiful you. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. I love reading the comments. Please do utilize that like button. If you feel inclined, please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.